We welcome you to the 2013 National Select 7-on-7 Championship game. I'm Joe Hilsman, Nick Smith beside me, and Nick, Kenton, and Byrnes. It's right here, man. We wanted to talk about these two teams. We will. But first, here comes Sherman, and Sherman is going to look and going to go long for Sawmiller, and it is going to be caught.
Are you kidding me?
At the 2-yard line, Sawmiller with a long bomb, 38 yards from Sherman.
Man, you want to make a statement on the opening play, just cut it loose, throw it to your guy, let him run, go let him make a play on the ball. You know, good play by the defense. The ball was kind of bobbled around. Sawmiller comes down with it.
Kenton head coach Mike Mock, they are 11-1 overall. They have not been beaten in the tournament. Byrnes is 12-1. They just got beat by Kenton. Here it is. Take it now. Sherman looks, and he's going to fire. It is low on the ground, incomplete. They give him a completion down to the one. And on the catch, that was Colin Stoller for Kenton.
Yeah, we saw these two guys earlier, Stoller and Sawmiller, just making grab after grab in traffic. And Kenton's going right back to what got him here.
Yep, they are. They're going to be very deliberate and very slow, but whatever works for you, I guess it just works for you. Sawmiller, the receiver, 1,800 yards receiving, and 16 touchdowns last season. They're on the left hash. Take it now. Sherman looks and going to go, and it is going to be caught. Touchdown. There goes Justin Sawmiller right there. Kenton doing it right off the bat.
Yeah, by Kenton standards, that was a quick drive right there. Going down in 3 plays. Of course, they try to hit that home run ball in the first play and get touchdown on the 2-yard line, but then they start running their precise passing offense. Almost kind of lulls you to sleep a little bit, and then they just keep throwing it where they can and making those plays.
Kenton is the number 4 seed, but they get represented as home because they are in the championship game. They won the winner's bracket. Byrnes comes out of the loser's bracket. Take it back, looking. Sherman going to fire in the corner, and it's going to be broken up. Great coverage in on the play defensively from the Byrnes Rebels. Zach Talley in playing defense now, so it is 6-0.
Yeah, well, that was a great play on that conversion. The ball was there, kind of where it needed to be. He just broke on the ball right where he needed to and got in there and swatted it away.
Byrnes now will go on offense. Love taking it off that right hash. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Back looking is Bentley. Bentley fires. It's going to be caught right there, and that's going to be in on the catch, making the play. Najee Bowens.
Yeah, nice first down play there, picking up the yardage that's necessary to kind of get them in position to where the 25 is something that can be done easily here.
Micah Young and Taven Richardson are the receivers to the left. And to the right, you've got Collins and G.G. Ham. No Shadon Metters. Back looking. Bentley firing. How? Incomplete. He went up for his receiver down there around the 12-yard line. Kenton safety was there as well. Trevin Downing, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, now we have our first big play of the championship game. You know, and when we saw Kenton, we know how they play. You don't want to fall behind because they're just going to milk that thing and just do what they do. It's a big play right here for Byrnes. Got to pick up this first down.
Yeah, and especially with them not getting the extra point. Bentley in a shotgun now. 2 right, 2 left. He's going to take it. Back looking and firing. Down the middle. Going to be complete for a first down. This Taven Richardson down inside the 15-yard line. First down, Byrnes Rebels.
Yeah, I don't know how he stuck that thing in there, but, man, that was a nice throw. Anytime you're in a situation where you got to have a play, it's not a bad job to look at Richardson there.
On the 14, that makes it 1st down and 4. Line to make it the 10. 6 points for a touchdown, 3 for an interception, 2 for a turnover on downs, 1 point PAT from the 5, and a 2-point PAT from the 10. Bentley firing off to the right, going to be high and complete. He's going over there again. Najee Bowens, the running back, 5'10", and 180.
Yep, 1 play, and there's a first down. So now they have a first and goal from the 5, so 3 plays to get this ball in the end zone.
Yep, this is much like an extra point. A lot of your extra point plays and your 2-point plays can come from stuff like this. Joe Hilsman, Nick Smith, glad that you're with us. Hoover, Alabama, Hoover High School. Yeah, it's a championship game. That's how they do it in Hoover. Back looking is Bentley firing, batted in the air, intercepted by the Kenton Wildcats. Bentley has thrown an interception. He does that from time to time. He will throw important interceptions and hurtful ones. Connor Jones on the interception, 9-0 Kenton.
If you remember exactly how the last game started out, Kenton goes down and scores. Byrnes gets the ball down inside the 10. Bentley throws an interception in the end zone. So let's see here. Byrnes has to have a defensive stop on this possession.
Yep, they've got to have it.
And we know what we're going to see right here out of Kenton.
Yep, they're going to slow it down.
This game is playing exactly into their hands, exactly the way they want it.
First down now for the Kenton Wildcats. And they have an offense that will fly now. 4,076 yards passing for this quarterback right here, Grant Sherman. He's going to fire, and it is going to be low and complete. Justin Sawmiller with a catch and a first down. He got 16 yards to the 24.
Great job there by Sawmiller getting his arms under the football before it has a chance to bounce off that turf.
So now Kenton is going to put it down on the 24. They've got two receivers to the left and two to the right. Just watch the two to the right, number 5 and number 6.
No
They're
doubt.
going to catch it. Sawmiller is 6 and Stoller is 5. Take it. Back looking now is Sherman. Grant Sherman firing complete across the middle. Who is that?
Who else?
Justin Sawmiller.
Sawmiller.
Number 6. You put the comparison to Mike Powers, and now that's kind of sticking in my head, but he's a little bigger than Mike Powers.
He's a little taller. Mike might have been a little thicker, but I guess I was seeing that number 6 because that's
Yes.
what Mike wore so much for the Bucks.
And that's Mike was my guy, but I don't know if 6 is really Sawmiller's number because, of course, the Under Armour uniforms, 1 through 25, a fabulous thing that these kids could get to keep for the rest of their lives. Sherman, if they want it, you can go do yard work or play basketball or frame it, whatever you want to do. Sherman in a shotgun. They're on the 16-yard line. Take it. Looking. Sherman firing, and it is going to be complete. First down right there in the middle of the defense. The defender came in, Tyreek Lyles, but he was late.
Those guys, stature-wise, aren't very big, but look at the strength there. You've got a DB trying to tear that thing away before you can secure the catch. Strong hands by Stoller to just make sure he keeps the ball close to his body and can get both feet down and hold on to that thing.
If I am correct, no one from the state of Ohio has ever won the Select 7-on-7 championships. I think I'm correct. All right, Grant Sherman now takes the snap on the 9, back looking and going to fire. There he is, Sawmiller again, and he's going to be inside of the 5 down to the 4. I know there's 100 recruiting services here. If by next Monday y'all don't have some kind of star besides Sawmiller's name, it's a problem.
And as you look at the clock here, we've just dropped below 13 and a half minutes, and as they say, it's getting late early.
Yeah, it is. Tick, 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 tick. 2-yard line. Goal to goal on the Kenton Wildcats. In Kenton, Ohio, man, do you know what this is going to mean for them to take a trophy back up there? Back looking, and going to fire, and it is going to be caught. Touchdown! He hit that man. We talked about the other one, Colin Stoller. Kent, touchdown.
Yeah, pick your poison if you're the defense. Who is it that you want to focus on? Because both of those guys are just tearing it up right now. They are in the zone, working great with their quarterback, Sherman, and they look to be an unstoppable force right now, putting a lot of pressure on Byrnes coming back.
They're just taking their time. They're going to go for 2. And they're back on the 10-yard line. And they're just chilling. Now here they come set. Sherman takes it. Back looking to the left, and he's going to fire. Tip broken up. So it is 15-0. 15-0, and now Byrnes will go on offense.
One thing that we've been seeing here from Kenton is they are making use of that 25-second play clock. They know, exactly when it is they need to snap the ball. They're using every second that they have.
It was so bad in one of their games earlier that the back judge continued to look at it time and time again. Shuler Bentley incomplete. Now Shuler Bentley's got all those accolades and all of those numbers, and I've seen him make some big plays throughout his career, 7-on-7 and in regular season play. But man, when he throws a pick, he has to come back off of that. And the only time he just got to bounce back off of that. Second down on the 40. Byrnes in trouble. Back looking, firing, going to be complete. There you go. And that's Isaiah Hill out of the backfield now. Byrnes trying to run up to the line and do something quick with it.
Yeah, we saw how they responded in the last game, so we expect Byrnes to kind of come back with a fury right here. But this is a big play at this point in the game with a defensive hold right here, or a stop. This could signal the end for Byrnes.
Mike Mock, the head coach, they were 6-4 last year, but they may come and build some momentum with this one. Firing, and it is going to be complete. Bentley got it down inside of the 15. There's Micah Young on the reception for the Byrnes Rebels.
Micah Young finds a soft spot in the zone, sets himself down, and just receives that strike from Bentley. Big play there to pick up that first down and kind of keep their title hopes alive.
Bentley, right now they gotta have the points right here. Byrnes has got to have the points. They were trailing 6-0 and they threw an interception. Bentley back looking, and he's going to go to the left of McHam. McHam going to try to make a juke move. He still did. Greg McHam really juking his way in there and is down to the 8-yard line. He had a juke in the game earlier against Landry Walker, and now he's just breaking out the dance move.
Yeah, he catches the ball short of the first down right there, but kind of getting that side-to-side motion, the slipperiness that we talked about earlier, he gets it across and stops at the 9 for that first down.
First down, goal to goal at the 9. Bentley back looking, going to throw it in the middle to Dylan Quentin, and he's going to be touched right there inside of the 3, at the 3-yard line. That's one of the things we haven't seen, and now the field's going to be shrunk. We haven't seen Byrnes go down the field.
Right, yeah. I know in that last game after they got down, it was just, big chunks of yardage at a time, and it's kind of interesting now to see them also here under center.
Yep, under center now. Bentley takes it back looking, going to fire. Whoa. That was almost intercepted. The linebacker sitting there reading his eyes. Boy, what a play coming in. Number 10 for Kenton, Tristan Richendelfer.
Yeah, that's a huge play, and that's one of those that we may look back on if Byrnes is able to stick it in right here. That's could have been for Kenton. That's one that might could have put this thing on ice early.
Tristan Rockendelfer with a great play. Could have had an interception there, but he just batted it down. Schuler Bentley takes it now on third down. Going to fire high. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Kenton gets 2 more points, 17-0.
And, you don't want to call it too early, but you got to think, looking at the body language after that play, Kenton really feels like they might have won the championship on that play. And I think even looking at Byrnes, they might have felt like they might have let this game slip away on that play right there.
8:45 to go. I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to remind you of something. Kenton had a 19-0 lead, and it came down to the last possession.
That's exactly right.
So I'll just say that. They led 19-0 and only won 25-24. All right, 2 right and 3 left in the wing T passing offense. Now, I'm just having fun with that. Back Saul Miller looking, gonna fire off the hands, incomplete. It was tipped. He was going for his receiver, Colin Stoller. I mean that in good fun, Kenton Wildcat fans now.
I can appreciate that, having played in a wing T offense in high school. So,
oh Lord, I pray for you. Wow. Under 8 minutes. He's Nick Smith. I'm Joel Hillsman. Glad to have you with us in 2011. What am I doing? 2013 National Select 7-on-7 Championships presented by Under Armour, and also proud thanks and sponsored by Daktronics, Neff, Gatorade, NCSA, Birmingham, GoPro, Shark Doctor, all proud sponsors of these National Select 7-on-7 Championships. Back looking now, Grant Sherman looks at the flag down. The pass is going to be low, but we got a flag, and we may have some defensive interference or maybe some holding. Let's see. And it's going to happen right there in the middle of the field, and they're down there at the 31-yard line.
The great thing about that play is Stoller still comes down with the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they called that a catch, and he's diving, and he's in between 2 guys fighting for the football. We have dropped below 7 minutes now.
Yeah, that clock is bleeding. 31-yard line now for the Kenton Wildcats. Take it, back looking, and they're going to fire it over there in the window. Complete, nope, incomplete, broken up. Good coverage coming over there by the secondary.
Again, a very physical play, and maybe that's what Byrnes needed to get this thing ignited. Got that defensive stop that they've been looking for. They're finally on the board. They get that 0 to go away. And now let's see if Schuler Bentley and his offense can get something going.
They're going to have to do something. It's 17-2. And let's see, what do we have going on? We have communication going on. What do we have? Clock is stopped now. 6:26, and it was it third down? Uh-oh, there's a discussion of the downs. That's what we're discussing. There's a discussion of the downs. Let's see what is going to happen now. Was that going to be ruled second down? I think it was.
Yeah, bringing the Byrnes defense back out onto the field here.
Yeah, they are, and they're sitting there on the 30. So now I would take it that this is third down and 5, waiting on the ref to give me a signal. Or they back it up to the 32 now. So that makes it third down and 7. Line to make is the 25. It is third down. Third down now, Grant Sherman in a shotgun. The quarterback that threw for 4,000 miles last year. Literally. 4,086 yards, 49 touchdowns.
We've got a stoppage in play again as the referees are still trying to get things sorted out.
Yeah, and they took some time off of the clock, too. It went down to 6:18. Do not know what the discussion is about.
Yeah, every second is precious right now for Byrnes, trying to get themselves back into this thing, have a chance.
Especially with the way Kenton is running their offense.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They blow the whistle in, and let's see, will we get this start? They put the time back on the clock that came off. All right, 6:26 to go. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, and now they want the clock to run. Kenton is going to wait for them to make the clock start. I guarantee you.
And here comes
the coach. Yeah, Coach Mock. See, that's what they want. Coach Mock was not going to snap that ball he wasn't going to get them ready until the clock started running, and the clock wasn't going to start until they snapped it. So now they said something to him, and Coach Mock didn't like it. The clock's still sitting at 6:26. They didn't move it. So there's the snap, and Sherman going to fire complete first down inside the 15.
After all that, completion to Sawmiller.
After all of that, Justin Sawmiller, he may walk out of here, man, with a tournament MVP.
Might do it. Now, I mean, just making all the stoppage of play and the discussion and the talk about the clock, all that's obsolete. Just throw it to Sawmiller. Let him go.
Yeah, it is. 6 minutes to go. Kenton now in this deliberate passing offense. I thought I would never, ever say that. 3 to the right and 2 to the left. Hey, you live and learn. Back looking, and gonna fire. And it's complete. Sawmiller tried to make a move. Tag down. There's a flag down inside the 5. It's like he's the only receiver on the team.
And, they may get him for offensive pass interference. There was some physical play there, and I saw some pushing on both sides, but I think the one that kind of got the most movement was Sawmiller trying to get free. I saw him almost put like a defensive end swim move on the defender there. And he gets called for that pass interference.
And see, the longer you take, it just works in their favor. The clock just moving. They stop it now, 5:16. It was an interference penalty now on Kenton, and the clock now running. So Kenton comes up to the line, 3 to the right and 2 to the left. Sherman just standing there waiting on the clock. That's what they're doing. He got it counted down under 5 minutes now, and they're leading 17-0. And now he comes and takes the snap. Grant Sherman looking, gonna fire inside, and the ball was dropped at the 10-yard line. He was going to Luke Jackson, who was coming right to left, Nick.
Yeah, for the most part, you think, taking so much time in between plays that, maybe your offense would lose a little bit of its accuracy and precision. They haven't really shown that. That's one of the first times really that they've taken a long time in between plays and not been able to hook up on the reception.
Yeah, I personally don't believe that. This is a practiced offense. Taking its time, 4:20 to go. I watched a little bit of film of them last night, and I didn't measure it this way. Not like seeing it live. Pass complete inside the 10. The Sawmiller again for a first down. My goodness.
And they just do what they do. Come right back to Sawmiller, short passing route. Now they're going to get their bearings straight again, kind of get everybody knowing exactly what they need to do. Receivers running precise routes. Sawmiller, Stoller. Sherman's going to put it on a spot.
And we talk so much about, let's see, hold on. Now the ref's going to come in and stop the clock. What happened? 3:48 to go. And now the refs want to talk about something. They're inside the 10. But what I was about to say is we've been talking so much about the offense. We cannot discount the defense. Byrnes has 0 points.
You look over there and see a 0 on the scoreboard, and it's hard to believe that the Byrnes Rebels are playing. That's exactly right.
And you know, and we noticed this as the 7-on-7 tournaments go. Once you get into the tournament play and it's win or go home, the scores do get a little bit smaller, not in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And Byrnes, who did not even win their own tournament this year in the championship game, lost to Valdosta 14-11 in a game that was 9-9 with about 3 minutes to go. So defense can take over. So now all of a sudden, what do we have? Byrnes' defense has been escorted off of the field, and now Coach Mock wants an explanation. Byrnes is getting off of the field, the defense is, and the offense is coming onto the field. Listen, we're in the booth, folks. We don't know. They're not going to tell us. Coach Mock still wanting an explanation. And he doesn't like what he's getting as I look at it through the specs.
And as you look on the other side of the field, I mean, Byrnes' offense is out there ready to go.
They know they have to be. 3:48 to go. Technically, it's 2 possessions.
It is.
It's not over.
That's exactly right.
To be quite frank, it just kind of feels that way.
So at the end of that possession, the way that ends, no points exchange. That's what I'm wondering.
It has to be. If it's a turnover on downs, it has to be points. The scoreboard doesn't reflect. So here you go. Now it's really something interesting. Now back, Bentley looking. Bentley Schuler. Bentley firing. There's McHam. He's wide open. Dropped. He dropped the ball right in front of the Kenton bench, and they're reminding him of it too.
You might wonder there, was he thinking about that next move that he was going to make maybe before he secured that catch?
That is very true because he knows how to dance around with that football. 2nd down, clock running though. 17-2. It's not over, but boy, it's getting very close. They got to have it. Backfiring, complete across the middle. Taven Richardson, he's going to be tagged down. They're going to be out 3rd down now, about the 31. You see Byrnes is already quickly moving.
Yeah, he grabbed that football, gets it back to their snapper, and they're almost ready to go.
No wasted energy and time. Get the plays in is what Byrnes is doing. Going to take the shotgun, snap back, looking. He moves the shoulders, and he's going to go long in the middle. Incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the body language now from Byrnes says it's over.
Yeah, that makes it a 17-point game with Kenton getting the ball back. Making a couple of completions here, run that clock down even more. They might not even have to score again. Just kind of wind the clock down and let their offense do its thing.
So what happened was it was a loss of down on the penalty, which made that play. They lost it down and made it 2nd down. Then they had the 3rd down. So that's what happened there.
We got it now. We knew we'd get to the bottom of it.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, back looking, and Sherman going to fire, incomplete. I have not seen him been intercepted one time.
Yeah, and that time, I think he kind of knew in his mind that he was going to throw the ball to where Miller would come down with it or no one was going to catch it because he can live at this point with an incomplete pass. They don't need a turnover. They don't need to open the door at all for Byrnes to get back in this thing. But, as long as they just kind of not turning it over, make high percentage passes is what they're going to be looking for here, and try to milk the clock out and bring the championship back to Ohio.
Bring it back to Ohio. I'm trying to still figure out if it's ever been there before. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Shep. I know he knows. Back looking. Sherman firing, high caught, 1st down. Justin Sawmiller, and that may put it away right there.
Wow, Justin Sawmiller. I mean, you may be getting tired of hearing us say his name, but if you were sitting here watching the performance of this kid live, it's just impressive what he's able to do against these athletes. Because Byrnes is not a pushover on defense.
Oh no, they're not.
I mean, he's just slicing and dicing and having his way right now. But it's been like that with everyone in the tournament.
1 minute exact now. 19-2. 1 minute. And look at them. They are paying attention to the clock. They want the clock to run. That's what they do. He's going to sit back and chill and watch the clock, take it back, looking, Sherman, looking. He's going to take a sack. Now, that stops the clock. A sack stops the clock. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, in that situation, if he throws the ball and throws an incompletion, that's going to stop the clock. So I guess he's thinking, hey, it's better not to try to risk turning it over here. Let's keep the ball in our possession and let's live to play another down.
You can't take 3 sacks, though.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
3 sacks, it's going to wind up being 19-4, and you only going to have about 38 seconds maybe. So it's going to be time. You got to throw the ball. You got to get a first down. That's your only thing you can do. And now they're going to get a penalty because one of the players from Byrnes tried to get off of the field and get off on the Kenton sideline. Are they going to penalize them? Kenton is really giving it to Byrnes right now. Kenton is trying to be noticed, folks. And they're going to make you sit here and watch them. 47 seconds. 5-yard penalty. Now look at this. All they need now is 8 yards. 19-2, Grant Sherman and the Kenton Wildcats 47 seconds away. Back looking, going to fire on a slant, and it's going to be caught. Sawmiller with the catch. He's shy of the first down, though, 40 seconds.
Got to keep the clock rolling. See what they do with their timeout here is Byrnes.
It's 3rd down. Sawmiller with the catch. Ball is on the 11. Clock running. 28 seconds. Just bleeding dry. They might not run. They have to snap it one more time.
Yeah, I think from where I heard the whistle blow there, blowing it in play, they can run it down to about 4 seconds before they have to snap it. And then, from there, maybe just throw one out of the back of the end zone, drop back, and let it go.
At this point, I'd just take the sack on a turnover on downs, honestly. Don't matter what you do. Take it back. Sherman looks, and he fires. Broken up, incomplete, 1 second.
So that'll do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Kenton is going to defeat Byrnes. Are they going to give Byrnes the 2 points for the turnover on downs or what now?
See if Byrnes decides to run any kind of offensive play here, if they just kind of let it slide. I believe they're going to let Kenton line up.
No, they're going to say it was 3rd down with 1 second to go, so it's looking like it's going to be a 19-4. So it's going to be 19-4 with 1 second.
Byrnes going to come up just short here. But before we start talking a lot about Kenton, we'll kind of set this up. I mean, they've been so impressive. Everyone talking about him yesterday after pool play. Schuler Bentley having the day that he had yesterday and then on in through today. They just came up a little bit short, didn't get a couple things going their way. Kenton made some big plays there when it mattered, but this has been a great tournament for Byrnes.
Byrnes, one last shot. Bentley takes the snap. There goes the horn. He's going to throw it long and high to the end zone, and it is going to be intercepted. They're going to get 3 points on the last play, and they're going to win 22-4. The Kenton Wildcats have won the 2013 National Select 7-on-7 Championship presented by Under Armour. Congratulations, Wildcats.
Yeah, and what a fantastic final. And, I mean, you got to say the best team won. They entered today as the number 4 seed, so that means they had a fantastic day yesterday, and then they come out in the tournament play and just would not be denied.
Outstanding effort from the Kenton Wildcats. They are the 2013 National Select 7-on-7 champions and win the championship. Award ceremonies coming up. And the 2013 National Select 7-on-7 Championship presented by Under Armour. Tournament wrap-up show. Going to head downstairs and get ready for that. I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of red of the Kenton Wildcats. And the 2013 National Select 7-on-7 Championship presented by Under Armour. Would also like to thank Daktronics, Neff, Gatorade, GoPro, Shock Doctor, and Birmingham for all of their help in sponsoring this event. That's going to do it. He's Nick Smith. Nick, pleasure working with you, man.
Hey, I had a great time. Thanks for letting me come out here and hang out with you.
Not a problem. I'm Joel Hillsman. Final score, the Kenton Wildcats 22, the Byrnes Rebels 4. The Kenton Wildcats are the 2013